Crypto moves in seconds. Miss the pump, lose forever. BitProfits never sleeps.
With thousands of members winning daily.
While you hesitate, we profit. Join the elite now.
Limit orders.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, that's definitely a limit order. That's definitely a limit order.
I'm gonna learn that. I'm gonna learn that.
You definitely want to get familiar, get comfortable setting limit orders, because that's going to be that's what most of your trading. Ideally, you should place a limit order, get in at the price that you want to get in at. As soon as you tell me the process, you get into your trade using a limit order. Then what do you do next?
Yeah. So okay, I did it wrong because when I did the limit order last night, it like maybe I put it to the wrong way. Maybe I was pressing long when I should have pressed short. I pressed short when I should have pressed long, because what it did, it just it filled me instantly, and I was just like, no, not yet. I'm trying to get filled at 800, and you filled me at 1,000, but I was expecting it to go down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think I just did it wrong. So I'm gonna do it again today.
All right.
And just kind of learn how to do it, because if I could do that, I'm like, I'm an automation person, right? Mm-hmm. So I want to automate this thing as much as possible. That way it fits into my lifestyle. Like I don't want another job. So
I feel you, yeah, and that's ideally how it should be. It should suit your lifestyle. We're not working for the charts. The charts is working for us. You're supposed to be able to print money from this. So the process is set a limit order. Remember, a limit order is using the order book. You can set it at the price that you want to get filled at. Remember, the next step is to protect your downside. You have to use a stop loss. Get comfortable putting in that stop loss. If you, I'm gonna share my screen and we'll do a couple trades, but just don't forget from the course, you always saw me putting a stop loss, because if this shit wick down, you don't want to blow the account just because some crazy market manipulation shit. Always use stop loss. As you're starting, just get in the habit, get familiar. Even if you believe that shit gonna go up or down or whatever, just get in the habit. Make it just the process. Take your trade using a limit order, put in your stop loss, put in a take profit. Even if it's a moonshot, even if you plan to take profits on the way up, just get in the habit of entry, stop loss, take profit. Just get in the habit of doing that, because that shit happened to me yesterday. I was in a trade. I went downstairs or something like that. That shit I was in a short. It wicked down to the support. It wicked down to support. And then that shit went right back up. And it's like, damn, if I would have put in my take profit, it would have got filled. I would have made $1,000 in 5 minutes. But that shit wicked down, came right back to my entry and started going back up. And that is remember from the course, that is a bullish pin bar. When that shit wicked down and it gets bought right back up. So once you see that, it's like, this shit about to keep going up. So I just closed that shit out at break even. I was pissed as hell, but it's I was just busy doing this, doing real estate, running downstairs and all kind of stuff. So just get in the habit of entry, stop loss, take profit. Entry, stop loss, take profit. Just get familiar with that.
I'm over here in Nicaragua at this hostel eating people. It's fun.
I love it. Yeah. So you mean to tell me you can trade from anywhere? Is shit not a scam?
From anywhere?
You can trade from anywhere for real?
I can trade from anywhere for real.
Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Now I'm saying, why would you go get a job, bro? You can get a 25K account for $200. Slow grind. Do not gamble, bro. If you want to gamble, let's go to the casino. Do not gamble.
Yeah, don't gamble.
Slow grind. Trade Bitcoin. Trade Bitcoin. Get familiar. Get comfortable with it. Just know the levels. Chart your levels, right?
Yeah.
Play bounces and rejections off key levels of support and resistance. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't gamble.
I'm at because right now I'm down 1% on my account. So
that's okay.
But I'll take that, So
yeah. You can make that back. Yeah, you can make that back.
It's like I got plenty of lead room to keep going. So what was I about to say? No, it's funny, man, because what I also was learning the last 2 days is how I was talking before, how to fit this out into my lifestyle. I'm gonna really learn how to automate a lot of stuff, so that it's just I today I got in on that that high wick that went up on Bitcoin. I jumped in on it, right? I'm it's about to keep going up. Let's go. It crashed back down.
FOMO,
so I'm FOMO, bro. I'm minus 200 on that truck particular trade, but I do feel like it's gonna go back. I got a stop loss set, so if he hit the stop loss like he said, I'll set the stop loss to like 1.5% of the account. So it still won't put me into like
Let's
any
talk about that.
trouble.
So let's talk about that. So what made you want to enter the trade? Just because you saw it was going up? Let's dive deep into that.
Because I was looking at I was just like, yo, I think Bitcoin's about to start going up. So I last night when I was looking at it, I was just like, it was looking either it's about to just drop off and go down more, or I'm looking at the reversal right now. So then when I saw it this morning, I was just like, oh, I think I'm right. Like the reversal is happening right now. So I was just like, let's jump in right now. I wish I would have had fucking an order already just to jump in. So that's what made me want to do it. And I actually still think that I don't know what your thoughts on Bitcoin right now, but it's like
we'll look at it.
Yeah, I'm like it's going up. So yeah, I'm like I got a good feeling this thing is going up, Joe. So I'm just like I want to catch it when I was at the bottom so I can get a really good position. So when it gets back to 100,000 or 110,000, imagine if I was still holding when it was at 80. Like that's just crazy, you know?
Yeah. You got TradingView, right?
Yeah, I got TradingView.
Got TradingView. Okay. Even if it's I think even the basic plan or whatever gives you 3 indicators. I don't want you FOMOing into trades. I want you to use technical indicators. And so what I'm hearing you say is like, so in the course, you heard me talk a lot about like RSI, right? RSI is a momentum-based indicator, right? And see, price is relative, right? Whether it's 90K, 100K, like it's relative. Some people might think, oh, 90K is cheap. They gonna keep buying. Some people think, oh, it's 90K, man, that shit overpriced. It's going to 50K. Price is relative, but RSI is always gonna give you like a in-depth, time-based, like, okay, it's oversold, it's overbought. And based on that relativeness is where I will be bullish or bearish based on that time frame, 1 hour, 4 hour, 5 minute. But don't be a moon boy. Don't chase pumps. What we in here to do is to get in and get the fuck out.
Right.
Does that make sense? So like,
Yeah.
will it go back to 110? It might, but I'm not trying to ride that train that long. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get in and do the math. We'll look at some accounts. We'll pull up Bitfunded 25K account. The math is simple. You need to make what? I don't know if you got a 1 step or 2 step, but you need to make like
2,000.
you need to make 2,000, right? Yeah, you need to make 2,000. So you don't need that shit to go to 100,000 to make 2,000. Hell no.
Right.
You only need to make like 5%. I think 8% on that first on step 1. I think it's 10% on the 1 step. But
8% on the 2 step. Yep.
Yeah, 8%. Yeah. So don't wait. I just don't want you to be like, oh, I got to get in early. I used to do that all the time. I'll still do it. I'm still jumping in like, oh, I'm about to get an early entry. I'm about to catch the whole move. Bro, look at the technicals. And I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna look at what I see, and then y'all might see something different. But yeah, bro. Anything else you want to add?
No, let's look at some stuff and then we'll go from there. But this is definitely helpful.
Definitely,
every mistake thing I heard you talk about in the course and I heard other traders talk about. It's like you hear people say don't FOMO and then you
that's what I'm
FOMO.
saying. And then you still FOMO because you see that shit going up and you trying to make some bread.
Other day I was over trading. I put in like 7 trades. No, I put in like 9 trades, bro.
Bro, it's so funny because, it's so funny because no matter how many times like we say it or how many times, the market is like, it's so much like poker, bro. It's a battle, like you're battling yourself. You know what I mean? Like it's so much, it's a balance of like risk management. It's a balance of like managing your equity. So, but yeah, man, we you still new to it. We're gonna work through all of that. I'm glad that you have a community behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like we can catch these things, like how I'm saying, oh, take your entry, stop loss, take profit. Man, I was trading 6-figure accounts and I wasn't using no stop loss. So trust me, when I'm saying that shit, if I'm telling you from experience. I'm not just saying anything. I'm telling you from like personal experience, like, bro, like you up profit. I don't care if it's $1,000, bro. Take that shit. Take it. That $1,000.
Pluto,
that's like 5 more accounts.
Yeah, Gifford gave some good advice when he was just like, just get in. Because like I was doing those dummy accounts. It's just not the same.
It's not the same, right?
I say real emotions involved in this. And then it's like I actually learning the system. Like I didn't realize that BitFunded got a whole calculator, so I can see my risk with a calculator before I even put in my order. You know what I'm talking about? So it's just like I'm learning how to use a system. I
Yeah.
probably won't go to nobody else. Like I think
Yeah,
my
bro, and
goal.
that's the thing. It's like that's how G is too. It's like once you find something that works for you, bro, you don't have to change. You don't like.
Yeah,
I'm still investigating other prop firms and stuff just because it's what I do. But once you find
yeah,
something that works, I know a couple of traders they with breakout because they like the instant payouts, and there's nothing wrong with that. But once you find
yeah.
something that it's Bitfunded is good. I'm not gonna lie because they don't KYC. If your payout is under 10K, they're not gonna ask you for a bunch of information. So it ain't no tax implications or anything like that,
I
bro.
love
You
that.
literally can be on the beach in damn Nicaragua, make you 2K, 3K in a day and cash out.
Yeah.
No
Okay. But
stress.
dude,
So
do
I'm
you
trying to
gotta close out all your positions to get paid out on that? Or you
you
can
do.
have
You do have
you
to you
do.
do have to close out your positions, but you can choose your pay date. You know what I mean? So if you're up or if you want to ride the trend, you don't have to close them out. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of determine that. You can move your
That's
pay.
nice.
You can move it further out or you can move it closer up. So
Okay.
yeah, that's totally up to you. So I do like the flexibility of that. So
I like
yeah.
that too. I like that too. Yeah. I got to dip right at 8, so we get maybe like
Definitely.
7:45.
Definitely, bro. We'll get you right. Pluto, you want
Yeah.
to add anything? Ben, you want to introduce yourself?
I ain't got nothing to add. I'm kind of just here, just listening. But yeah, man, congratulations on pulling the trigger and getting that account.
Yeah, appreciate you,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? It's like you just got to start sometimes. Just get in there.
Yeah.
Feel the adrenaline pumping. Like I heard you earlier. You said when Bitcoin had pumped up earlier, then it dumped. That should make your heart race. But yeah,
Yes.
yeah, man. Glad you're on board, man, and testing it out. And I wish you all success, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on? Yeah, I know, Mike, you were telling me a lot about, just what you got going on and all of the above. Honestly and truly, I've been trading for some time too. But I kind of been trading, I think more with emotion and he say, she say, and all the above. So I'm just kind of here to really understand what it is about and understand the terminology and the patterns and so forth. Because I think I'm very or decent at patterns. So that's what I'm here for, just to really learn the patterns and understanding the gist of it. Um, yeah, and I've tried one bit profit account, excuse me, or bit funded account, and one of my biggest issues or biggest things is just understanding when to jump ship, right? Creating those stop losses and all of the above to just make sure that I get on time and get on in the green, get out in the green. And that's just one thing I also am trying to work on because, even last time I swear I put in a stop loss, but it didn't sell. So now I'm like, why didn't it sell? So just looking into those small things and just asking questions as other nuances come up. So that's what I mean. I'm here to learn, man. So I plan to definitely join and understand more in detail what's going on. So yeah,
Definitely, definitely. All right, cool, cool, cool.
absolutely.
So like I said this in multiple like lessons before. It's like, bro, like I think this opportunity is like really like one of a kind. Trading, there's a lot of jobs that's gonna be going away. Trading and shit is not going nowhere. Trading, investing is not going anywhere. So I think like right
That's
now,
true. That's
this is
very
like
true.
the best opportunity out there right now. But yeah, man, let's dive on these charts and then we'll pull up some prop accounts and then we'll just kind of look at that. Well, right now I'm looking at Bitcoin on the 4 hour. We'll start with like top down analysis. I'll always start with Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the market mover, it's the market leader. All other altcoins will follow Bitcoin's lead. So even if you want to trade something else, it's kind of good to start with Bitcoin because I trade Floki a lot. It's a meme coin, but Floki is not going to be very rarely will Floki be going up and going crazy if Bitcoin is down or not doing anything. So they're all going to kind of follow Bitcoin's lead. Okay. So I start my analysis with Bitcoin on higher time frames. I start with the 4 hour and the 1 hour to kind of dictate what is going to do on that day. So let me just close this out really quick. So that's what we see here is Bitcoin on the 4 hour. What you can see is that these are 4 hour candles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Every candlestick represents 4 hours. So you can see over the last few days, kind of going back to like this weekend, Sunday, we've kind of been in a downtrend, correct? Lower lows and lower highs. I can come in here, I can plot a trend line, and I can just grab this low, and I can from here, you can clearly see that we have been in a downtrend, correct? When we get to this,
Mm-hmm.
we get to a point, and what happens? We get to this 85,205, this level here, this 85,274-ish level. We get to this level, and then what happens at this level? Something happened here. Something happened here. It was in a downtrend, and then buyers stepped in at this level. How do we know that? Because this candle here, this is a down candle. How do we know it's down? Because it's red. It opened here, it closed here, but it went as low as here. So at this swing low, buyers stepped in and bought the price up to where it closed here. So it was at this point where buyers stepped in to hold the price up. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Does that make sense? If it don't make sense, I'll keep repeating it until like, yeah, y'all ain't gotta just
No, no,
agree.
that
Like,
makes
you're right. So
absolutely that makes a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
get it.
sense. Yep. Mhm.
I want y'all to
I get it.
understand. I want y'all to understand price action first. That's the first thing. Like trading is like the more you sit here and look at it, you'll start to understand. But I want to teach you guys price action concepts because that's what's gonna make you a stronger trader. You got to understand the psychology of what you're looking at. Don't just look at it, oh, it's red and green, oh, it's gonna go up. Like, nah, you got to understand what's going on. So it was in a downtrend. We're going down. We're going down. Like, yes, it bounced. And notice, like, we had some bounces off the trend line. Like, notice it never really kind of broke it. Like here, I can even kind of adjust this trend line a little bit, but it kind of went to the trend line. It got bought up. It tried to go up. It rejected at resistance. Then it tried to break resistance again. It could not break it with volume. So we had a sell off. We broke through a key level. It got to a level, and buyer stepped in. How do we know buyer stepped in? Well, we can see where it closed
Because it
at. We can
bounced
see the
off the
price action.
mhm.
It bounced off of support, right? But now look at the volume. Look at the volume candles. What this is signaling is that at this level, Akama, you were talking about limit orders before. You said that I want to buy at certain levels and blase blase. That's exactly
Yeah.
what happened. People had their limit orders. Let's just call this 85,200. People had their limit orders set at 85,200, and their orders are getting triggered. They might have been out on the beach. They might have been out at work. They might have been out living their lives. But at this point, their limit order got filled and put them in the game. Whether
Right.
it was
And we
whether
know
it was
that
a buy
because,
order, uh-huh.
if you don't mind me asking, we know that because of that volume, the red right there.
Yes, these bars right here. See how these bars are really low, they're really flat, and now when we get to a key
Gotcha.
level, now they spike. We get to a key level and now they spike. Now we start to see volume increase. Volume represents total volume. So yes, it's red, yes, it's green. They're red, green, but it's total volume. It just means that there were more sellers in that 4 hour window than buyers, but it still represents total volume. Okay. So we get to this
Gotcha.
level, we have this massive, like here, volume is spiking because we broke through a key level here. This was a previous level of, I could probably go back in time and see this 88,600 level. I could probably go back in time and see that it was like support here. See how it was consolidating at this level before it stayed in this channel. So it acted as support here. Yes, we wicked down through it, but it got bought right back up. You see that? It was support. This dash line was support before. So when we had a full body candle, this candle here, when it wicked through that and it closed underneath that, you start to see volume increase and sells like, okay, damn, we're selling off. Now we get to a level where they hold the price up. Buyers step in and hold the price up, and that's what makes it support. And now that's what you can see over the next couple days. It's like it's been retesting this, retesting this. It's trying to fall down, but every time it's trying to fall down, it gets bought up. This has been a very strong level. I'm actually going to change this to a solid line because that's how strong of a level it has been. That it tried to go one touch, two touch, three touch, four touch, bounced, came back down again a few hours ago, touched it again. So I'm seeing that this level is a strong level to play a bounce or a rejection from. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we
Yeah.
talked about we
Okay.
talked about buyers stepping in and we talked about support. I want y'all to take a guess what happened here. What does this candle represent? This green candle here.
Buyers, I would assume. It looks like they're going up, so they were buying at that point.
Okay.
For that green candle. Well,
Yeah,
that's
this
crazy.
yeah,
Was that today?
it was a crazy wick.
Was that today?
This was
Oh,
today. Yeah, this is
oh,
Wednesday. This was in the morning, Wednesday morning. It was up like 4%. Yeah.
Oh, and I do see.
This was today.
Interesting. And I do notice. Okay, interesting.
it definitely was a battle between buyers and they lost to the sellers.
Correct. Right.
That's what it looked
That's
like.
exactly what happened.
Mm,
That's exactly what happened. So this we talked about in the course. This is a bearish pin bar. When you see this, this is like a kiss of death almost. Especially anytime you don't see a full body candle, like this is a reversal sign right here. Like when you see this, if I would have seen this, I would only be going short. Like, but because
respectfully.
but the psychology behind it, this was in the course. This is a bearish pin bar. What this means is that the price was going up, going up, going up. At one point, it was a full body candle, right? It was a full body candle, but it hit this resistance. It was trying to go through it. It hit this resistance and it couldn't keep up. Like we had the volume, but it hit this resistance. It was trying to go up, go up, go up. Then guess what happened? Sellers start selling. Sellers start selling. Sellers are selling. They keep selling, selling. They keep taking profits off the table. So what happens? It wicks up, but it closes here. It closes here. It opened here. It went as high as here, but it closed here. That is a bearish. It's called a bearish pin bar. Correct? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It is doing that
Excuse me. Sorry.
because it's doing that because sellers are taking profits off the table. It went through these resistance
Wow.
levels, but it's got to break and hold over resistance. So we had the volume, it had the volume, but it could not close above resistance. So it wicks up, but it closed down here. It closed under VWAP actually too. That's very bearish. Okay. So because of that, that's why the next 4 hours after that it was bearish. Came back, we retested support, we gathered momentum again, and now we've kind of been consolidating. Okay, so that's the 4 hour. That's what I see on the 4 hour. I'm gonna go down to a lower time frame, 1 hour. So now you see it. You can see it a lot better now. We were going up. We were going up. We could not. We did close above this level, right? But we had a bearish engulfing here on this 1 hour. So anytime you see it, this is an engulfing candle. It engulfs the previous candle. That's bearish engulfing. That's a sign of a reversal. We talked about that in the course. This is a reversal candle, and that's why you see once you see this candle on a larger time frame, it's like it only makes sense to go short. So now it's like next candle's down, the next candle's down, next candle down get to until we get to support. So if I saw this in real time, once you see this, you know, okay, yeah, this is a reversal candle. You go short, your TP is here. Your TP is at support. Correct?
Mm.
Y'all see how I'm putting the trade idea together though? Like
No, that makes sense though.
I'm walking y'all through my trade. You start with the higher time frames. I can see it. I can see what's going on. I can see my reversal sign, and then I'm coming down into my lower time frames where I'm gonna do my execution at. But like once you spot this bearish engulfing candle, it's like it only makes sense to go short on that candle once you see this. But now you see we retested support. RSI
Retested,
kind
right?
of RSI is kind of resetting, right? We're kind of getting to no man's land. We're in that 50 RSI territory. But now what you see is consolidation. Now you see over the next, I want you guys to see that over this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the last 8 hours, you see we've been consolidating. We've been in a tight range. What do I mean by that? Let me show you. I'm gonna go to horizontal line. I'm gonna do dash line. Where is it coming up? Horizontal line. I'm gonna say support, and I'm gonna just come in here and mark this top, and I'm gonna make that a dash line. We've been in this we've been in this tight range from 85 200 to like this 80. I wouldn't even really go that high. I would say it's more like really here at this high. But we've kind of been in this range, as you can see. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've been in this channel. So what this signals to me is consolidation. What that means is that it's building up momentum for the next move up or down. Correct? And like I said, like this is like you just kind of you pick this stuff up just from like experience, honestly. Like what happens is anytime we have a big move, right? We either have a big move up or down. It's like we'll have periods of consolidation where RSI will reset. Is just gathering moment. It's like if you pull a rubber band, right? I pull a rubber band, I stretch it, and if I let it go, what happens? It springs left or right. And that's kind of what you see here. It's like it's pulling the rubber band, it's pulling the rubber band, it's pulling the rubber band, and at some point it's gonna break out or it's gonna break down. And that's when you go long or you go short. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
That makes sense. Okay.
So in this situation,
Uh-huh.
and okay, let's look at the 1 hour, right?
Uh-huh.
So we're is it a good idea to say, let's say we get back above, like, let's say we get back above like 88,414. Would it be a good idea to take that long, saying it's going to go
88.
back up to that high that we see?
You said 88,414,
Yeah.
88,414.
Where you got the dash line at?
This one. Okay. Yeah.
No,
88.
that one.
Which one? 86?
Yeah, 80. I can't. I'm looking at my phone, so I can't tell.
Oh,
Let
my
me
bad.
see.
86, 400. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. What'd you say? What was the question?
Yeah, 80. Yeah, 86,454. So if it
Yeah.
gets back above that line, is it a good assumption to say, hey, it's probably going to ride back up to that
Correct.
high that we got earlier today?
Correct. That's yes. So what you want to see is a breakout of this channel. So yes, I want to see it break out with increasing volume. I want to see it look like this. I want to see volume increasing, right? Because on strong trends, you want to see more buyers stepping into the marketplace, right? So if it's just coming up here and it's just kind of like flat volume, that's not conviction. Correct.
Okay.
That's not conviction. I want to see it break out of this, and you'll see it because we're gonna jump down to the 5 minute. You're gonna see it start to spike up like it is. It looks like it's doing this now, but I want to see volume increasing. I want to see it spiking up. Full body candles, right? Full body candles means it's not showing signs of reversal. I want to see full body candles with increasing volume, and that's a strong trend. That's what would indicate a strong trend to me. But as of right
So look at
now,
the 15 minute real quick. So go back and look at that 15 minute.
15 minutes.
So
Well,
that's what I've
that
been
was a
looking at
5 minute.
today.
Yeah, 5 minute.
The 15 minute.
See,
So
you see it even more. That's more consolidation. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
it's just consolidating, huh?
yeah. You see how this is just a sideways trend. We talked about trends. Trends have higher highs and higher lows.
Stretch it
Downtrends
out a
have
little bit
stretch it out like that.
because it
Like
looks like it was going up to me.
bro, that shit is a sideways trend. This is definitely a sideways trend.
Okay, good to know. That's what I was trying. Okay.
I mean, I mean, I want you to see it. Don't just agree with me. Like,
But that's
you
just
clearly
15 minutes of side trending. Is that enough data
I
or
see you going
enough side trending?
sideways, but I feel like it's about to break out.
don't feel, but so okay, hold on. I want to address that. Don't feel. Wait for confirmation. Wait until it breaks out. Look at this volume, bro. You don't see this volume is flat, is actually decreasing. You see the look at these volume candles and then look at these. So
Right.
you feeling that it's gonna break out is like a quick way to lose money. Why not
Okay.
wait for it to break out and then go long? Don't get in. Don't try to get an entry. You trying to guess. Don't guess. Don't guess and be like, yeah, I think it's gonna break out. Just wait for it to break out with increasing volume. Then you go long. Then you make
Okay.
500,000 and get out. You see what I'm saying?
So say I wanted to
Is there a
say I
specific
hear exactly
range?
what you're
Yeah.
saying. Say I
Mhm.
want to say, like, the limit order, right? If I want to place a limit order so that I
Uh-huh.
could not have to look at the chart too much, I can
Correct.
do something, and then I just wanted to, jump in when I say it. If we were
Yes.
going to place a limit order on this chart based off of us thinking it's going to go long, right?
Right. Yes. That's a
Where would
great
we
question.
put that? Where would you put that
That's
limit order at?
That's a great question. So if I have my range here, and I do want to say is that if you're trading on Bitfunded, you need to see. I think Bitfunded pulls their chart from Bybit. I think this
Yeah.
chart I'm looking at Binance. You see this here, Binance. So
Mm-hmm.
make sure. Let me just show you really quickly. Make sure you come here, type in Bitcoin, BTC, USD, and just make sure that you're using
Bybit.
the Bybit chart. I do want to tell you that. Just make sure I don't forget. Just come in here, find the Bybit chart, like you see here, Bybit futures or Bybit. Just make sure you're looking at the right chart, And that way when you marking your levels and you're setting your limit orders, you're using the right thing that they pull their data from. Okay, does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, it makes complete sense.
But
Yep.
based on this chart, I would place my limit order like right above the range. So if it's kind of because we see here that it can get to this line and then reject, right? It gets to this line, reject. It can get to support and bounce, right? So I would come just above it. I would place my order at like 86,500 or 86,550, set a limit order for that. If I was trying to play the downside, I would come here just below support and I would say like 85,200. So you can have two limit orders. So obviously, if it's coming up here, this one ain't gonna get triggered. If it's coming down here, this one ain't gonna get triggered. Does that make sense?
Right.
But
Right.
what you could do is you can come into your trading view and set alerts in trading view, and then once your alert gets triggered, then you can go to your prop firm account and place the order. But if you just want to go ahead and put in your limit order on the prop firm, you're more than welcome to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Does that
Cause
make sense?
like, cause like, I don't have like reliable. My internet's still kind of spotty, and then if I
Yeah,
leave the house, still I don't have access to internet, so I
gotcha.
can't do it on my phone or nothing. So I was just like, okay, I can't always be by my computer. So I'm
And I
just like,
got you.
I don't want to miss a shot to jump in at a good
But
time.
bro, let me. I want to address that.
Yeah.
You're never missing out, bro. This shit is 24 hours. You're never missing out. So if you can't catch it, you can't catch it. That's fine. Like,
Okay.
don't FOMO. Don't like this is better than Forex. This is better than options and all that other bullshit because that shit closes at 4 o'clock, 4:30. You got to check out. You got to clock out. This shit is 24 hours. So I just want to correct that because when you start feeling like, damn, if I don't catch this one, I'm gonna miss out. Like, nah, bro. The prop firms ain't going nowhere. The money ain't going nowhere. This shit moves 24 hours a day, okay? So I just
Right.
hear it in you like, oh man, I gotta get this motherfucking trade right now. And we have all been there. That's what I'm saying. We've all been there. But like I said, okay, so we looked at let me go back to the 5 minute or whatever. So larger time frames. Oh, Ben, did you have something else that you were about to say something to?
Nope, I'm good to go for now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, I did have something. I'm sorry, my bad.
Uh-huh.
So, I was gonna say, is there a specific range in the volume that you look for before you feel like it's a good time to get in?
Is there a specific range? Not really. Like I said,
Okay,
I can trade if it's going up or down. What I'm looking for is just how I'm showing you guys. I'm looking at price action is what I'm looking for, and that's how the candlesticks price action to me in simple terms is how does a candlesticks how do they interact with key levels of support and resistance? That's a quick definition of if
gotcha.
like what do you do? You can say I'm a price action trader. I look at the relationship between candlesticks and key levels of support and resistance. That's what I do. So I'm playing bounces off of support, I'm playing rejections off of resistance. That is that simple.
Hmm.
Obviously
Okay,
your larger time frames like the 4 hour and the 1 hour that we just looked at, the larger time frames are kind of give you your bias of like the direction. So obviously on the 4 hour,
okay,
we came in, we saw okay, it was in a downtrend, right? We saw it was in a downtrend. It got to this point, it started to bounce a little bit. We got to the 1 hour, we can clearly see. Actually, we saw it better on the 15 minute. Akoma called it out. You can clearly see that this is a sideways trend, right? It's in a
right
channel.
now, yeah,
It's in a
yeah.
channel. This is a
Hmm.
sideways trend. There's not really definitive higher highs and higher lows. It is in a sideways trend. It's in
Okay,
a channel. Okay. So we've identified that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come into lower time frames and I'm gonna look for my entry and I'm gonna look at where I'm gonna enter. Now, obviously, because it's in a sideways trend, I'm gonna wait for a breakout or a breakdown, but that's essentially what we're doing.
okay. And another question, then, if you don't mind, very quickly, why are you choosing a smaller time frame to get in versus a longer time frame? Does it
That's a
matter,
great question.
or mhm.
That's a great question. That kind of depends on your trading style. So I'm more day trading. I'm not trying to hold long term. I'm not trying to fall in love. I'm looking to get in and get out my
Gotcha.
position. Now, if you are like Akoma mentioned that he doesn't have reliable Wi-Fi and stuff like that, you may just want to be a one and done trader, and there's nothing wrong with that. You may see it breaking out here, breaking out of this channel, and say, okay, I want to get in. I want to get in on the breakout. I'm going to set my stop loss here at support or right underneath support, and this will be my take profit. And that's a totally fine. So will it come around and chop around in here? Yeah, it definitely could. But you know that it's bounced off of this level multiple times, right? We saw it bounce off of this level here So many times here, this level has been
I
support.
see.
So if
Okay.
it breaks down through this
Makes
level,
sense.
yeah, it's going to hell. It's going to keep going down. Does that make sense?
Respectfully.
Because this is it's
Until
no
the
longer
next support
support.
level, whatever that
Exactly
is.
until the next
Okay,
support, and
gotcha.
then we go out into our larger time frames. Like it just keeps going. Like it's been down. Bitcoin was $100 before, and that's why you got to come
Yeah.
out. Start by marking your levels. You start by those larger time frames and marking your levels. But if it fails that level, yeah, it's probably going to keep going down. So to answer your question, you said why do I go to like lower time frames? Well, it's because I'm day trading, but you absolutely can swing trade them. You absolutely can try to catch larger moves. Like if I get in on this breakout, if I get in like on this breakout here to this one, this is like 2.48%. So let's just call that 2.5%. Well, if you're using 5x leverage from your prop firm, 2.5 times 5 is 10. 2.5 times 5 equals 10, or that's even more than 10. So that's enough. That one
Mhm.
move alone is enough to beat your prop firm challenge. Correct?
I see.
Does that
Yeah.
and then you still set a stop loss. You still set your stop loss. If you get in here and it comes down here, that's like 1%. So I enter here, I enter on the breakout, I put my stop loss here at this level, and then my take profit will be here. Does that make
10
sense?
4.
And so
Okay.
it very well
Absolutely.
could be one and done. You don't have to worry about, oh, it's going up or I'm down and all this. Like you know that this has been support. You know that this is a resistance level. So I want to get out around here. So you enter here, stop loss here, take profit here.
Makes absolute sense. Okay.
And then you one and done. Then you beat your step one on one trade.
Yeah, okay.
That's it. Um, any questions on that? Any questions on any of that?
I'm good to go for now.
All right. Any community coins y'all want to look at? Any altcoins or anything y'all want to look at?
What do
Definitely
you
for
think
sure.
about Ethereum too? Because I know Ethereum made a good move, but then it fell back down recently too.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go Ethereum or what else? What's the other one? I'm trying to think like yeah.
All right. This is what I see on Ethereum. I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna mark my swing lows. This is literally how I start my trading day. I'll come in here, mark my swing lows. We had a low here. Let me make that a hard line. Hard line. We had a swing low. Obviously we have been in a downtrend. I had a MA cross here, signaling a change in trend, and that kind of was the start of the downtrend. We've been going down, down, down. We had support here. Go down to the 1 hour. I'm seeing that same kind of. It's actually look like it's flagging. Like here, let me show you what a flag looks like. But this is consolidation, but it does look like it's flagging. I'm gonna go trend line, and I'm gonna kind of just show you. Like this is a looks like a bear flag actually. It doesn't look that great on Ethereum. This is called like this is a flag. So notice how
Mhm.
Bitcoin. We go to Bitcoin on the 15 minute. You can kind of see that this was just like clear sideways, right? Clear just sideways.
Yeah.
Ethereum, you can see that. Let me go back out to the. You can kind of see that it's trickling up, but look at the volume. We
See.
don't have yeah we like you need buyers stepping in to be supporting for this price to be going up. You need buyers coming in and buying at a higher price, right? That's literally what the market is saying.
Mhm.
The price is going up, but look, the volume is dropping off. This is a bear flag is what this is. So I would actually
Yeah.
look, and then we see that the MAs are still pretty far apart. So that's like a this is like a sign of trend continuation. So this looks like a bear flag actually. So I would not be surprised at all if this came back and retested this support level on ETH.
Damn.
Yeah. But see how quickly I'm
Yikes.
able to do that? That's just gonna come with experience. But
Mm-hmm.
you just
Absolutely.
like we had this steep move. We start to see this flagging. We see low volume. Like it's just not this volume is just way too low to be supporting this trickling, creeping price up. So yeah, it probably will come back at
Yeah.
some point and retest this low. So I would be, and that's not even that big of a move too on ETH, is it? Let me see from here to it's like 1%. Yeah, 1%. So it's okay, but yeah, that's what I see on ETH. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Appreciate it for sure.
Uh-huh. G, you had any coins you want to look at?
You always can look at Bump, man.
Bonk. Bonk look like it's getting beat up, man. What's going on? But that Bonk down
Beat
three
up,
quarters.
beat down. There's money to be made. So
Yeah.
I just got to be on the right side. Shit, I got ran through. I ain't gonna lie, but shit, we come back tomorrow.
Yeah. Horizontal line. Come in here, mark my swing low. So we had it was dropping, got bought up, came back, retested the low here. Go down to the 1 hour and look at this. Like we're already on the 4 hour, it's like already oversold. So that'll be interesting to see if we bounce at this level here. If we bounce, because we are already like oversold on the RSI. On the 1 hour, yeah, I think we're gonna probably just see consolidation on bond. Let these MAs get a little closer to one another. I think you're just gonna see consolidation. Um, I wouldn't be in a hurry to like jump in this trade for like a long. I would just like wait for volume to pick up, wait for these MAs get ready to I want the MAs. I don't want them this far apart. I want it to look like this. I want it to signal a reversal. Okay? So that's what I'm looking for. I'm like it just looks like it has more consolidation to do on bond. And I'm using MA cross. That's what you guys see here. Those lines, my 9 and 21. I'm using an MA cross. The MA cross signals continuation and reversals. But that's what I see on Bonk. Like anytime I want to take a trade, like anytime I want to trade live, it's like it always is like this. Like it's always like some super choppy, super. Oh, another thing too. Avoid taking trades at 50 RSI. So I'm using RSI is relative strength index. That's what this box is. 30 RSI signals like an asset is like oversold. 70 RSI means that it's overbought. So generally, you want to be like if you're think about it, if you want to buy low, sell high, right? Or you could obviously do the reverse of that, but you want to buy low, sell high, right? So if that's the case, here you can kind of see we were like 70 RSI, it's overbought. So what happened? We were overbought and we were at a resistance level. So guess what? Profit, that's exactly what you saw. Like the next candle is like, okay, profit, sellers started taking profits. And now because they started taking profits, it was so much so that it engulfed the previous candle. So this is a bearish engulfing candle signaling a reversal. And that was kind of the start of the reversal. Now we are just at this 50 RSI. We're in this channel, and you always want to avoid 50 RSI. Like that's always a good sign of consolidation. Like this is what you want to avoid. Why do I say that? Because 50 RSI, it really could go either way. There is no definitive, oh, it's gonna bounce or it's gonna reject. Like 50 RSI is what you want to avoid. Like this choppiness, you would just lose money because it costs you something to get in and get out the trade. So if you just get in now and it just chops around, you get capitulated out the trade. So it's better to wait for it to break out or break down. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I'm
makes
definitely gonna
sense.
have to see that a
Yeah,
couple
if it
more
don't make sense,
times for
let me know.
sure.
I'll
But yep,
repeat it. But
No,
got
that
yeah,
it.
makes complete sense.
you
It's like
just you
if when
just
it's
want to
chopping
avoid.
around like that, 50 yard
Yeah,
side, you don't know
exactly,
if it's going up or down. So it's just like
exactly, exactly,
don't really get in there right there. That's just not a smart
exactly,
move.
Makes
exactly. And this
sense.
is how I start my back testing. We're on the 1 hour right on Bitcoin. You literally can see here. My computer's freezing again. You can see here when we were like at 30 RSI, we were at support. Guess what happened? We had a rally. The price started going up, right? You can clearly see that, right? When we were at
Hmm.
when we were at 70 RSI on the 1 hour on Bitcoin, what happened? Yes, it was up
Yeah,
here.
crazy.
It was up here, but the next candle, guess what? It started to go down because sellers started taking profits, and now that started a downtrend. So when you can use these things as confluence means like you stacking multiple indicators together with price action. That's confluence. Don't just look at it and say, "Oh yeah, it's 70 RSI, so it's got to reverse." Nah, bro, they can pin this price up and it can keep going up. It's just a momentum indicator. It's just a relative strength
I
indicator.
see.
It doesn't mean it's the absolute strength indicator. It's relative. Relatively speaking,
Mm.
this was overbought. Therefore, it was
It
overbought.
can
We
go
were
up
at
potentially.
resistance. Yeah, so it's like okay, it's likely to reverse.